Hello, my name is Giovanni Valencia, and today I'm going to be talking about the Lemon Grove incident, and that happened here in California, in Lemon Grove, and this is a topic that deals with like ethnic studies and things like that. So first of all, we're going to talk about like what directly caused the Lemon Grove incident, and one thing that caused the Lemon Grove incident was that not the students, I mean the parents and the board from Lemon Grove were trying to segregate the Mexican students and the Mexican American students from being in the same school as the white or Anglo students. And how this caused like a lot of tension between like parents, Mexican parents, and like white parents. And then also it caused Mexican families to like start their own like, let's say, gatherings and stuff and meetings at like their own place and try to they knew that this wasn't right and this was like against the law and it wasn't right for the board to try to or the Lemon Grove education to try to like separate them. And Lemon Grove actually built them a separate school, but this school, it was more built like a barn, and it wasn't really as had like the resources that the students needed and everything like that. So they knew that this wasn't going to be fair for the students, and everything they were going to get was going to be like second grade. So they're going to get like all the old desks, all the old chairs, all the old teachers, and pretty much all like the bottom of the barrel like resources that like the bare necessities. And Mexican parents wanted the best for their students because they wanted to be successful. And also during this time, um, pretty much what happened was they built the school, and then they wouldn't let the Mexican students enter the regular school which they were attending beforehand. And then so the Mexican parents started to keep their students, I mean their sons and daughters at their house, and then they were getting in trouble because I guess they weren't following the law because they weren't taking their students to school. But in reality, it was the school that was breaking the law because the whole segregation. And this ties into the whole board, Brown versus the Board of Education, because it deals with the segregation of the schools and trying to like race and deals with race and ethnicity. And pretty much the relationship between races and ethnicity with this is that like just because the Mexican Americans like didn't speak fluent English, or they didn't speak fluent English, or they were like it took them a while to like understand and be able to like communicate in English, like they thought that was bad, and they believed them to be like less willing to learn and like less intelligent, but that was totally not the case. So they were kind of like stereotyping and like judging them based on like where they came from and like their parents and everything like that. So that was bad. And after that, they went to court, and then because the parents and the board, Lemon Green School went to court. They tried to settle their disputes and what they were not agreeing on the whole account of the students not going to school and how everything was like. And then also during that course of time, they were like fighting. Um, a lot of Mexican Americans and like students and even people who were born here, citizens like Mexican Americans that were born in the United States, were actually sent back to Mexico, back to the homeland, as a cause of like all that was happening. So pretty much like after I watched the videos and everything, like I took away a lot. Like I once for one thing, like I never knew that there was like an incident where like Mexicans were like segregated like from a school. I always thought that they were like that was just African Americans. So like now I know that also like Mexican Americans went through that, and that's something like I was never taught in my school or my like high school. So that was interesting to know and like good to know. And also like I think from all this we can all learn that it's not like okay to be like judgmental and judge somebody just because who they are. Like everyone deserves like the same teaching, everyone deserves the same opportunities to like grow and learn and be successful. Like you shouldn't like someone shouldn't be like hindered the opportunity just because of who they are or like their culture. So I think that the takeaway from this is just to like learn to accept everybody for who they are, like just love each other, and everybody just be like one big family and learn to live with each other, because in the end we're all gonna end up living with each other, and there's never going to be like total segregation because that's not going to happen. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you.